AM 1240 WATN. I know all of you vote. I know you're good voters and civic-minded. And we've got our one of our election commissioners on the phone. We got Commissioner Michelle Lefebvre. Commissioner, how are you today?
Good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for joining us. We were talking this morning. Everybody got a letter in the mail here in the city and delineating 6 voting locations, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
And this is something new. Well, I guess it was new to me. I guess it isn't totally new, but it's called on-demand voting. What's that mean?
So we have vote centers in the city of Watertown now. What that means is we have our poll sites are set up to where whatever election district you're in, you'll be able to go to whichever poll site is most convenient for you, and they'll print your ballot on demand for you.
Wow. That's a big change. You know, I was telling you earlier, when I first ran for mayor, it was in a previous century, but there were 30 election districts. Now we have 8.
Yeah.
And election districts really are driven by the fact that, you've got county legislature, state legislature, and Congress, and you got to, separate people that way. But for most people, they don't really care what election district they're in.
Yeah, most people don't know which district they're in, and that's okay. We can keep track of that. And we have them in election districts to make sure that they get the correct ballot.
Sure.
So they're able to vote for the candidates in their district.
Okay, and not a lot of differences here in the city. We're all in the same congressional assembly and state senate districts. But still, you have, for your accounting purposes, you have to do that. So just to put it in more stark terms, a friend of mine, she's about my age, she lives over next to North Elementary on Hort Street. Mm-hmm. Technically, her polling place is over on Thompson Boulevard, I think.
Yeah.
But she doesn't like that. And last year I helped her get an absentee ballot, but she'd rather just go over to where is it? Sacred Heart up on Lynn Street. So she can do that now.
Absolutely.
Okay. Because I know with early voting, which works out well, you can go to any of the locations in the county that are open.
Right. So with early voting, we for the primary election, we'll only have one site open, and that will be here at the county building on the 2nd floor, like we always do.
Okay.
And then the vote centers operate the same way. You'll come in, you'll check in like you normally do, and then it'll print the ballot out for you instead of having a paper ballot there. Right.
And so I live on Pearl Street. I don't even know where I vote now because I've been early voting, but I could go over to Stone Presbyterian Church and any place, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I could have lunch at the Bad Apple Garage right up the street.
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go. So you're getting ready for a primary election. There is early voting for that. The primary is June 24th, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And now this idea of what we're talking about for the city, is that out in the towns yet? Or?
So if anybody is in the town of Ellisburg, they'll also be able to go and to a vote center. Other than that, we don't have the vote centers anywhere else. We're hoping to sometime here in the near future, we'll hopefully be able to open that up for everybody in the county.
Mm-hmm. Are we going to get to the point where somebody who, say, lives in Carthage, let's say, works in Watertown, that they could vote in Watertown for their Carthage district? Is that what it ultimately could be?
That I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see.
Okay.
They are able to do that with early voting now. Mm-hmm. So if they want to come and vote early, sometime between June 14th and June 22nd for the primary, they'd be able to do that.
But for the general election, if you live outside the city, stay in your lane, right, where you're voting now? Because I get a lot of people who say things like, well, I live on Black River Road, but now they want me to go to Calcium and vote. They used to vote at the Black River Fire Hall, and it is frustrating for people.
Yes. And again, with technology, and now we have electronic poll books, it's easier we can keep track of when people vote and when they can, when they come and vote. So we'll be able to hopefully, again, open that up to the rest of the county. So you will be able to go to any of the poll sites in your town.
Okay, so it it is getting easier to vote, easier to register and all of that, and it's still secure, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. You know, back in, not to hit you with too much history, but 1963, when Mayor Galvin was elected, just over 10,000 people voted in that local election here in the city. Mm-hmm. In the last mayoral race, my goodness, I think it was down around 3,600.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, we're making it easier, but also people have got to get involved too.
Yes, and that's the hard thing, trying to get people engaged and excited enough to come out and vote. And, you know, I mean, I wish I knew what it would take to get people to come out and vote. But, you know.
Okay. So just to recap for us, and I don't know if it's new this year, but we'll call it new, on-demand voting in the city. You got those 6 locations: Stone Presbyterian Church, St. Anthony's Gym, the Nazarene on Thompson Boulevard, Sacred Heart on Lynn Street, Midtown Towers is back, and Trinity Church on Sherman Street.
Yes, that is correct.
You can go to any of those 6, no matter where you live in the city, and vote on Election Day or
on
primary.
Election Day.
Okay, very good. All right, well, that sounds great, Commissioner. Anything else you got for us?
Nope, I don't think so. I just hope that we see everybody that, you know, on Election Day for the primary.
Okay, well, thanks again for your time, and you have a good day.
Thank you, you too.
All right, bye now.
Yep, bye-bye.
Bye. That's Jefferson County Election Commissioner Michelle LaFave, one of 2, along with Tiffany Ladd. And very helpful people, I will say that, very helpful, despite what some people say. We're definitely on their side here at the hotline. Okay, we'll get any thoughts on that? That was a public service announcement to help you out. I hope you paid attention. Okay?